I want to talk about 2006's The Departed, directed by Martin Scorsese, written by William Monaghan, based on a trilogy of Chinese crime films. The name escapes me. Stars Jack Nicholson, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, and Alec Baldwin. And the story is the police, Mark Wahlberg, Alec Baldwin, um, hire Leonardo DiCaprio, or Leonardo DiCaprio goes undercover for the police for Jack Nicholson's mob. So Matt Dillon is chasing DiCaprio, and DiCaprio, of course, is chasing Matt Dillon, who's an informant for the mob. And it's got this crisscross plot that overlaps nicely and moves along really swiftly. Um, the purpose of all great crime films is a cautionary tale. I mean, Whitey Bulger, who Jack Nicholson's character was based on, is a real Irish American criminal. You know, Johnny Depp played him in Black Mass. I mean, he was only apprehended after 17 years on the run. I think a year or two after that. Um, there was kind of a quasi mob war in Dublin only a couple of years ago, and crime through drugs is something that plagues societies, even the brightest ones. Ireland is very, very first world. So a big splashy cautionary tale always has value in the cinema art marketplace. Of course, everybody is wiped out, hence The Departed. X marks the spot. Um, it's got one of my favourite Martin Scorsese shots of all the time. If you watch it closely, Matt Damon is in an elevator and he gets a phone call, and it's from a small throwaway phone. It's from Jack Nicholson, and Scorsese places the camera above Matt Damon's head, and he snaps his head down to look at it. And it's because Matt Damon is so shocked that the phone has rang for the first time. Jack Nicholson, of course, made the character way darker. De Niro was supposed to play him as kind of a paedophile. I mean, that's the psychology between Jack Nicholson and Matt Damon. That's the spell that he has over Matt Damon, that he abused him as a child. And Matt Damon is in denial that it happened, and denial that he's an informant for the police. And that's the kind of thread that ties him and Jack Nicholson together. That's kind of wrapped up subtextually. It's never really overtly addressed, but it's there. DiCaprio, of course, made his breakout role as a kind of macho star post kind of Romeo and Julia. And all the other performances. Mark Wahlberg was the surprise of the whole thing, but you know, years gone by, like Jack Nicholson is kind of one of a kind. Matt Damon has talked glowingly about his the excitement of working with him, and I think The Department should be like a template for all modern filmmakers. I mean, it still holds up today. Scorsese manages to keep the camera moving almost always throughout the film, and he's inventive and poetic and literal and subtextual. All his tricks are on display there for the modern thriller. Um, it's just really, really fantastic. It's obviously very, very dark. It's a very masculine crime film. It might not appeal to someone, but as a filmmaker, it's just absolutely first class. It's just something you can always, always revisit. I'd highly recommend it. Um, Again, the theme of identity runs through, as mentioned in my Taxi Driver video. DiCaprio, of course, being a policeman, getting sacked from the police and going undercover, he's beginning to realise, does he like the violence or not, given his kind of mixed background of kind of lower class family and upper class family on his mother and father's side. There's only a thin veil of it running there. He's kind of treading on old ground, but he's also deepening the criminal myth as well. It's something he done again on The Irishman. You know, Don Corleone being the old patriarch that we all loved, transforming it into Jack Nicholson, the maniacal, psychopathic, cartoonish paedophile. And it's all there on the screen. Um, I think Jack Nicholson took those ideas to a new level. I think Scorsese wanted them to be more visual. De Niro was supposed to have a weird comb over and a pink short and a white scarf. I kind of imagined him as playing like a paedophile ice cream man, but a gangster. And De Niro, of course, was really up for it, but Jack Nicholson just kind of transformed it into the Joker, which served its purpose. And the film is so glossy, for want of a better term, even for a Scorsese film, that's someone that goes above your head. But Scorsese has earned it all out in there if you watch it a second time. Really, really great flick. Filmmakers and film fans alike.